Hello, so I just run the update with fixes and Nitco patch for a couple of seasons. So we're just going to take a look around the league. So I'm going to have to take over a team so we can just get the manager search up. I've been on holiday for 2 years, so let's go. Just take over. Why is it not letting me take over these teams? Yeah, as you can see on the news, originally we're starting the European Champions League. Strasbourg won it. I was just looking at their squad. They've got a very strong team. I mean, a lot of the youngsters have started to come through now. Sekumara, Zegorov. I mean, I don't know how I'm going to butcher some of these names. Lukovic. I mean, I was actually looking at it. A lot of these have just come through their actual team. They've got a bit of a golden generation. I don't know much about them in real life. Obviously, I know that Vieira was there at some point. I don't know if he's still there as manager, but who's their manager now? Liam Rossignol. Interesting. They beat Villa in the final anyway. I was looking at Villa's team 2 seasons in. I mean, Mason Greenwood, Leon Bailey, Amaradian. I mean, oh, they signed him from Porto. Onana still there. Duran. They played Duran in midfield for some reason. Torres, Tyrone Mings, 34, but still good. Tierney. So anyway, let's have a look at let's do a player search first. Let's see the most expensive players in the world. So we got Havertz. These are the value though. You have to pay a lot more to get these players because we'll have a look at the transfer histories anyway. So Havertz is up there at the moment. What's he done for Arsenal over the years? Pretty good. Guy Corores, who goes to Liverpool, signed for 62 million in the start of when the game loads. So it's done 3 seasons now, basically. Osman's at Man City. Or the guard. Yeah, insane assist ratio. Isaac. Well, look at Haaland. Martinelli. Matthias Tell, who comes through. Declan Rice. Pavlovic at Bayern Munich. Bakary Sanya. Then we start getting more Spanish players. Vinicius Junior. Lamel. Who's Josco? He's a Man City player. Starts there. What's Nunez like? Still decent. Phil Foden. Davies, Rodrigo. Let's go have a look at Premier League history. Liverpool have just won it the current season. Any shock teams in the top division? Not really. Yo-yo teams at the bottom. Yeah, the Premier League's pretty much the same. Hull, oh no, Hull have established themselves in the Premier League now after 3 seasons. Who's their manager? Tim Walter. Arsenal down in seventh. Tottenham are up there. West Ham got a Champions League place, it looks like. Let's have a look in France. The PSG. I mean, I guess with the history, yeah, PSG, Monaco, Lens. But what about England? So Liverpool, Arsenal, Liverpool. And that was the first title. Man City have not won a title then. Interesting. So what's Paris Saint-Germain's team like? A few seasons in, they've still got Skriniar, Emery, Neves. Neymar's still there at 35. They actually signed him back for 2.5 million from Bayern Munich when he got older. Kanate, Santini. Oh, they got that Makoko from Dortmund. Yeah, he's had his first like freak season. So what about Germany? I guess it's Munich, Munich, Munich. Not actually. Munich, Leverkusen again. They're Munich and Leverkusen have dropped out, it looks like. They're back down into fifth. Is Alonso still there? No. What about Munich's Bayern's manager? Vincent Company's still there. Is Guardiola still at City? Yeah. So let's have a look at Bayern Munich squad. Harry Kane's still there. Still scoring goals. Competition. So Milan have won it in Italy. So Milan, Roma, Inter, Napoli. So Milan are now the big dogs again. So what kind of team have they got? They got this Kamada. I mean, he's obviously a regen, but a very good one. Come through their youth. Wow, they got a very young squad, it looks like. Maximilian Abrahamovic. Yeah, they've got a team of very young players. Rafael Leao. Pulisic is still there. Chukwueze. Tomori's still there. Where's he going? He's going to Arsenal. Chiamendi. Still good. About the Netherlands, final PSV Ajax. So Feyenoord became the dominant team, really. What about Portugal? Player stats, history. Famalicão came second one season. Interesting. Like usual, Benfica, Porto, Sporting. About Spain, let's take a look at Real Madrid. Mbappe's still there. He scored 70 goals one season in 58 games. Uh, Vinicius Junior, Endrick. Wow, that's some insane front three. They got Bellingham still. Well, they've signed Lookman. It's been a bit underwhelming there. Valverde. Wow, awesome. Oh, that Gula. I'm gonna have to beat Real Madrid on this save just to have a bit of fun. Their squad's absolutely insane. Grimaldo. I mean, they signed him, right? Yeah, 44.5 million from Leverkusen. And what's Barcelona's squad like? Who's Welper? They signed him from Mainz, and he's developed a lot. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of randomness and variation depending on what players develop and what don't. This is only one load, right? So, Yamil Lamau. I mean, no save's never going to be the same. There's so much variance in how players develop, what clubs they go to, etc. How well teams do, how well they perform. Do certain players even get played enough for their development? Um, Alvarez. What's the history of Spain? Oh, Villarreal actually had a really strong season in season three, but it was Real and Barca. I think is that all the ones done? Yeah. So let's take a look by. Let's go to transfers. So May. Let's go all the way back to the start of the game. Where do I? So season one we had Leroy Sane. I mean, he must have been expiring. I'm thinking for him to go that cheap. Fofana goes to Braga. Alex McCarthy. Month. Guy Orquez. Itala. Luis Suarez. Just trying to Pasalic. Where did he go? Oh, he's still at Munich. Barbosa, Flamengo to Al Nassr. Neymar to Bayern Munich. Fofana goes to another Saudi team. A lot of players going to Saudi. Carl Walker Peters to Strasbourg. He won the Champions League with them. Lacazette to Monaco. Just trying to look at some of the standout signings. Lozano goes to back to the US. Richarlison to Milan. Asenio from PSG to Real Madrid. Osimhen. Napoli to Man City for only 24.5 million. Yeah, it's quite difficult to get the inflation right because we loaded an online game and I was running it at times five, but the wages inflation was so high that we had to put it back down. Patrick Schick, Dortmund, Neto. Timothy Ware. See if there's any huge ones. Xavi Simons goes to Newcastle. Georgian goalkeeper. He went for a lot of money. Ollie Watkins, Villa to Arsenal. Mason Greenwood to back to Villa. Chelsea to Roma. I think these are only transfers connected to the Premier League, right? Oh no, they're not because Giovanni Simoni goes to Roma. Mitrovic goes back to West Ham or back to England from Al Hilal. Omaradin, I've already clicked on him already. Fabio Silva, Wolves to FC20. Mohamed Kamara goes back to Rons. Trying to think of see if there's any like massive ones. Another 58, two many to Milan. Muani to Man City. Federico Chiesa, Liverpool to Barcelona. Did he recover on it? Kind of. Yeah, he's back to like being fully fit. Diego Jota, Villa to Tottenham. Villa actually signed him because he wasn't getting played by Liverpool. Arsenio, he's ended up at PSV. And Buma goes to Arsenal. Trying to see if there's any huge ones. There's the 65 Ruben Diaz, Man City to Tottenham. Grimaldo. We've already clicked on him. He's at Real Madrid now. Bukayo. Tottenham to Atletico. Strong Larson. I think is that Rogers going back to Southampton? Yes. Nico Vlasic goes to Leipzig. Jonathan Tah. Is that Barcelona? Garnacho goes to Chelsea. Richarlison. Jonathan Bowen ends up at Liverpool. Rafinha, Barcelona to Milan. Medina ends up at Atletico. Andre Silva. So Leipzig to Munich to Milan. And Kunku ends up at Inter. He was never really played much by Chelsea. Leroy Sane to Benfica. He seems to have been moving around quite a lot on the save. Well, that Goobels. I mean, he was a wonder kid on one of the older FMs back in the day, wasn't he? I mean, he never really fulfilled his potential. Ended up in Switzerland. Um, Leonardo Campana into Miami to Toronto. Where's all the cash coming from the Italian clubs, from the US clubs? Kim Fitzjim. Francisco Conceição. Porto youngster who came through. Big signing in Norway. Icelandic international. Sam Smith. Real Madrid. Luis Suarez. Yeah, that's about it. So taking a look at all the leagues. Anyway, guys, it was a quick video. I mean, we can do it by nation as well. So we could quickly do player search nation, the Netherlands. Could actually do one by actually based in. Let's just do Italy and Spain quickly. Yeah, it's dominated by Real Madrid and Barca players, which you would expect. Some Atletico. What about Italy? So Leao, Orelon, Vlahovic, Viero Hernandez, Baldassani. I mean, I'm not sure who he is. He looks really promising, though. I mean, I might have to do a save with Roma, I think. Try and rebuild him. I mean, they're struggling in real life. Um, Cooper Mins at Juve, Marcus Thuram's at Inter. Valencia. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Bit underwhelming on this save. Bastoni still there. Still a tank. Pulisic. Jopek. Good. Raspadori. Anyway, guys, I think that just having a quick look at the save, see what players come through at what stages. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.